Since the advent of technology and its fast-paced development, the world has constantly tried to make itself a smaller place. People have come together to exchange ideas, philosophies and inventions to truly enhance the process of globalization and to erase borders between countries and cultures. To mark the 20th anniversary of ASEAN-India relationship, New Delhi hosted the ASEAN-India Commemorative Summit 2012. Ahead of the summit, one of the flagship events was the ASEAN-India Car Rally, a people-to-people initiative to bring the 10-member Association of Southeast Asian Nations and India closer. The event was organized by the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India and the Confederation of Indian Industries, CII.
This is a great celebration of the age-old friendship between India and Indonesia and ASEAN. This is a great civilizational link which spans many centuries. And today we emphasize the connectivity and the engagement of people to people. India is one of the few countries which has a land border with ASEAN. And through this rally, we want to emphasize the connectivity, the cultural linkages, the people-to-people engagement and the growing business engagement.
This year is the 20th anniversary of the ASEAN-India Dialogue Partnership. To commemorate this August event, ASEAN and India leaders at the 9th ASEAN-India Summit in Bali last year agreed to organize the ASEAN-India Car Rally, which we have today.
The second edition of ASEAN-India Car Rally began on the 26th of November 2012 at Yogyakarta, Indonesia. The transnational car rally was flagged off by the Director General of ASEAN Cooperation, Mr. Gusti Agung Visakha Puja. Also present at the inaugural flag-off was Ms. Ranu Pal, Joint Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. The Indonesian stage of the rally journeyed through Borobudur Temple via Ketep and ended in Solo, covering a distance of 169 kilometers. On reaching the Borobudur Temple, 11 team leaders planted trees. And unveiled a bust of Rabindranath Tagore before touring the temple, which is now one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Borobudur is the old Buddhist temple, perhaps the largest in the world, which traces its roots to India. Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, who wrote the Indian national anthem, visited here in 1927. And he traveled to several cities in Indonesia, including to Borobudur. And sitting on the steps of this temple, he wrote a poem, To Java, in which he spoke about how our spirit and our lives intermingle. I think he had this idea of connectivity well before our time. In honor of Gurudev's 150th birth anniversary, the Embassy of India and the Government of Indonesia jointly agreed to install this wonderful bust on the grounds of the Borobudur temple.
The rally drivers arrived in Singapore on the 27th of November for the second stage of the ASEAN India Car Rally.
I'm very happy to be here at the flag off of the ASEAN India rally in Singapore. I think this rally will have great symbolic meaning in cementing the growing economic ties between ASEAN and India.
Here in Singapore, we are going to cover 8 of the 10 ASEAN countries, and this will bring in a huge amount of expectations in terms of business relationships, in terms of relationships in general. And we see a huge response that has come from industry. Wherever we are visiting with the cars, we are also having events which are typically business events where we are discussing how we would be able to enhance our trade, our investment cooperation, and we see a tremendous feedback from each and every of the countries that we are that's participating in this car rally.
After the ceremonial flag off in Singapore, the drivers covered 33 kilometer stretch before arriving at the second link Singapore-Malaysia border. Crossing over to Malaysia, the participants progressed from second link to Ipoh. The group stopped at Putrajaya on their way to Ipoh, where they were addressed by the Malaysian Minister of Sports and Youth, Mr. Ahmed Shabri Cheek, along with the Indian Minister of State for Road Transport, Mr. Satyanarayan Sarvi.
Warm welcome to all the participants, especially all the warriors who participate in this rally. And not forgetting that to extend and convey my ministry's appreciations for all the parties who make this event a successful event.
Onwards, the rally car drivers moved towards Bukit Kayu Hitam, before completing their 864 kilometers journey and arrived at Sa Dao in Thailand. The rally entered its fourth stage on 29th of November by reaching Thailand. The participants had covered a distance of 1,100 kilometers upon reaching Hat Yai, where they were greeted by ecstatic locals through traditional dance.
It's a great honor and a privilege for this India-ASEAN car rally, which is entered in Hat Yai today, 29th of November. Today, India, Thailand and Myanmar have a trilateral arrangement, a working group, which is working on this excellent trilateral highway arrangement, which is going to be more than 1,600 kilometers. And India is also building these 71 beautiful bridges in Myanmar, which will help increase trade through connectivity because of the fact that it can carry container loads of goods from Thailand into India via Myanmar, which is now in the process of opening up. By 2016, we can be certain that goods will flow from Thailand into India and vice versa. Increase people-to-people contacts.
The first leg of Thailand covered 1,640 kilometers as the drivers crossed Sa Dao, Hat Yai, Phuket, Chumpon and Bangkok to reach Aranya Prathet. Locals and Indians residing in the city turned out in great numbers to watch the event that was staged amid ceremonial band display and dance performances by local artists.
For your onward journey on the road to celebrate the 20th anniversary of ASEAN-India partnership. I wish the rally participants every success and a safe journey.
The Deputy Prime Minister of Thailand, Mr. Surapong Tovichakchakul, flagged off the event in Bangkok. Mr. Anil Vadva, the Indian ambassador to the Kingdom of Thailand, was also present during the ceremony. The participants received a warm welcome as they reached Siem Reap city in Cambodia on 3rd of December to enter the fifth stage of the ASEAN India Car Rally. The rally has so far covered a total distance of 2,857 kilometers across 5 nations. Governor Ong Eon and Indian Ambassador Dinesh Patnaik were present on the occasion. The rally continued through Phnom Siem Reap, Phnom Penh to Bawet, covering a distance of 697 kilometers. The participants later visited Angkor Wat, the famous Hindu temple complex in the Siem Reap province in Cambodia on 5th of December. Angkor Wat, which literally means city temple, is one of the World Heritage Sites which attracts millions of tourists every year.
The beginning of Cambodia has been through a story which talks about how an Indian prince came all the way to this land, fell in love with a local Naga princess and married her and started the entire Cambodian culture. In fact, the Khmer Empire, the Khmer culture derives itself from completely Indian origins. And this magnificent temple that you see behind you, which is the Angkor Wat, was actually created by Indians. And history has it that the main architect of this came from Orissa. In 1980s, it was Indira Gandhi who actually sent the first team, the Archaeological Survey of India team, to come to Cambodia to start work on the Angkor Wat. That time, this was a barren place, full of mines left by the Khmer Rouge, bullet holes all over the place. Security was a big issue, but still the Archaeological Survey of India went on, did a wonderful job, restored a large section of these temples, and then from 86 to 93, after the work was done, we moved to the new temple complex, which is Taprom.
Welcome the India-ASEAN Car Rally to Cambodia, the Kingdom of Wonder. I would like to congratulate and to wish you safe travel, safe and happy travel. So please enjoy a very nice trip.
From Cambodia, the 32 cars brought in ferries crossed the Mekong River at Niak Leung. The participants continued their journey of the ASEAN India Car Rally as they reached Vietnam for the 6th stage on 6th of December. Greeted to a warm welcome, the rally drivers have so far covered a total distance of 4,000 kilometers. Chief Minister of Assam, Mr. Tarun Gogoi, who was also present on the occasion, stressed on the importance of such cross-nation events and said that the rally would boost ties with Vietnam. The rally convoy entered Laos PDR on the 7th of December to embark on 987 kilometers drive through the country. Starting from Vientiane, the rally drivers passed Park Se, and Savanakhet before arriving at Vientiane.
We have age-old relations with Laos, and our political economic relations are excellent. We have economic cooperation spreading to various sectors, like we give human resource development scholarships. More than 200 scholarships are given every year to Laos, and we have grant assistance projects. We have the soft loans in the form of the lines of credit to various aspects for developmental purposes to Laos.
Mr. Saitong Kyodongdi, Vice Mayor, flagged off the rally from Vientiane, while Indian Ambassador Mr. C. Gururaj Rao was also present. The participants of the Asian India Car Rally entered Myanmar for the 10th stage. The drivers arrived at Mayabadi, where the Myanmar stage was flagged off. From there, they proceeded to Pa An for a cultural evening and dinner hosted by the Chief Minister, Mr. Ziu Min. The participants received a warm welcome as they reached the capital city of Naypyidaw in Myanmar on 12th of December.
Myanmar is a bridge between the rest of ASEAN and India. Now, connectivity is important if we need to trade more, if we need to exchange more goods, services with with ASEAN countries. And in this regard, we are trying to have good road connectivity, and during the visit of our Prime Minister in May this year, we have agreed on a number of projects which will certainly enhance connectivity. And this rally, coming at this time, emphasizes what connectivity, particularly road connectivity, can play in connecting India with the rest of ASEAN.
Myanmar Sports Minister, Mr. Hassan Tint, flagged off the rally from the capital city towards Mandalay. The ASEAN India Car Rally drivers were given a rousing welcome when they reached Moreh in the Chandel district of Manipur in India from neighbouring country of Myanmar on 15th of December.
The summit is expected to adopt the Asian India Vision Statement 2020, which should chart the future direction of Asian-Indian relations. The statement also will include recommendation by the ASEAN-India Eminent Persons Group. Enhancing relations with ASEAN has been central to India's its policy.
Flagged off the participants to proceed towards Kohima in Nagaland and Guwahati in Assam. The rally drivers then entered Guwahati to a warm and colourful welcome on the 16th of December. The rally cars and drivers then departed for Saru Sajal Stadium for the official flag down to the rally covering 696 kilometers on Indian soil.
The 21st century is poised to be the century of Asia. At this crucial juncture in Asian history, it is imperative more than ever for Asia to come together and integrate within itself for mutual growth and prosperity.
Though the Asean countries are very near to us, particularly to the northeast, culturally we are also same. Simple, warm-hearted, hospitable. So much because of the connectivity, yes. And today there has been more and more realization for the interest of the whole of our Asian countries. We must join hands, strategic partnerships for the security, for travel, course, business, and trade and everything. Today the future is for the Asian countries.
The rally cars are led by India, followed by Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam.
We finally come to the end of this very historic journey of 22 days. The response has been phenomenal from all the countries, including India. And we are hoping that through this rally, we'll be able to would have reached out to as many people as possible, which was our objective, really, to show connectivity, people-to-people contact.
Please put your hands together.